Hello and happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. It's a little early in the morning, but I'm already drinking some beer. Ah, fuck. It's root beer. Yeah. Gotta work today. That's the luck of the Irish. Actually, the luck of the Irish would be that I didn't have to work, but instead my manager decided to snag all his days off because he's involved with the March Madness. The madness! Which is not like the music madness that's right here on the Cover Killer Nation channel. If you haven't voted in there yet, definitely do so. Hold on, gotta get drunk. We'll be drinking later on tonight, probably drinking all weekend, regardless of what's going on. However, I wanted to shoot you guys a quick album review, and that is the new Dropkick Murphys CD that was released a couple of weeks ago, entitled Going Out in Style. Now, this is an album. They're, of course, a Celtic punk band that's been around since the 1990s, and they have a lot of a really raucous fan base, especially in the northeastern and Boston area, that really enjoy their music. They usually do a festival around St. Patrick's Day that really themed around the whole Irish heritage, and they perform it and really display it very, very well. Adamant fans of the Boston Bruins, Boston Red Sox, etc., etc., just all around good fun. Give them a lot of beer, give them a lot of whiskey, and just see what happens. But Going Out in Style actually is the band kind of coming into style, considering this is their highest charting album thus far in their career. Their last album, which was released in 2007, went to number 20 on the U.S. Billboard charts. However, Going Out in Style is actually peaked so far at number 6. And if I were to hazard a guess, if everybody who remembers about the Dropkick Murphys comes out today and buys it, there's a good chance that that could actually go even higher by the time the charts are released for next week. But that's just me perhaps envisioning a perfect world. Now, this is a 13-track affair. Unless you went on to iTunes, then you're just a dirty cheater anyways, and got a free 14th track. It's entitled Walk, Don't Run. And whenever I see that, I just don't care. I think about the instrumental from, like, the 60s. I don't know. I'm weird. But at any rate, this is a 13-track affair that is actually a concept album of sorts, where it follows, in a retrospective fashion, the life and the lineage of a main character whose name is Cornelius Larkin. It kind of tells, based around some family lineage, some family history, some family folklore that the band members had, kind of this fictional character's life, and it's a really, really good album. This is something that I was really surprised. The Dropkicks are a band that I will listen to mainly around this time of year, and then I'll probably not listen to them much. It's not so much that I dislike them. They're a very good band. They're very smart at what they do, and not to mention, it's catchy stuff. I mean, of course, Shipping Off to Boston was in The Departed, and if you take a look on any sort of lineage or list of all the different places in pop culture in which their songs have appeared, the list is pretty long. It's pretty impressive. However, I think this is going to be another one of those albums that's going to contain a lot of songs that are going to fall in that same distinct category. And this is a varied enough album where the conceptual tag is a very good thing. If there's one thing that I've always really enjoyed about concept albums is the fact that they're able to kind of take a dynamic range of things. Because we know what Dropkick Murphys are capable of from the past, like, decade or so. We know that they can be very fast, very aggressive. We know that they can really slow it down a little bit with the bagpipes and not have as hard of an edge. And they exhibit all of those things and more in this particular release, which is, I think, the reason why it's their highest charting release to date, because it really is just that solid of a record. Something that's done very tastefully, done very well, and has a lot of guests in there as well. And the big one that really needs to be noted, the one that you need to know, is Bruce Springsteen actually makes a guest spot on this album, which is pretty awesome, I gotta say. I'm not sure how many people out there, especially on my channel, are fans of the boss. I'm not a huge fan myself, don't get me wrong. Like, he's a legend, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not a big, like, born in the USA type guy. But this was actually a really cool experience to see Bruce Springsteen work with these, what you would call younger artists that also have the same heritage and everything like that. It's a really cool thing. So I gotta say that if you're a fan of punk music, if you're a fan of the whole Celtic heritage, the whole Irish thing, if you like bagpipes, if you want to get really drunk and listen to something that's just going to make you want to get even more drunk, this is definitely the album for you. You should definitely go pick this up probably sometime within the next 4 hours before you're too drunk to drive. And I don't encourage you to drive drunk. I just encourage you that once you get to your final destination, you at least drink one, then walk around for an hour, and then drive, and then get drunk again. Yeah, basically this is one of those things where I'm probably going to go to work today and probably, I don't know, maybe go to the bar. Instead of running out for a cigarette break, I'll run out for a whiskey break or some sort of shot break. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. But definitely a great album to check out. Can see why it was number 6 on the charts. Definitely could see it going higher. This is definitely something for you guys to check out. You can find it easily at FYE. There's in most stores at least, I know in mine at least, there is an Irish fixture that's up there right now that has music from the Dropkick Murphys, including the new release. There's Flogging Molly, there's U2, the Celtic Women, Celtic Thunder, all sorts of Celtic heritage. It's a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff that's up there. You guys should definitely check it out. And definitely give Going Out in Style by the Dropkick Murphys a listen. It's a fantastic concept album that really flows very nicely. I'm feeling actually a really strong 7 to a moderate 8 on this one, because it's something that's a little out of my character, but it was an experience that I enjoyed throughout. It was a nice experience, and one that I will probably replicate next year. But that's my recommendation. You now have your mission. Go out, check out the Dropkick Murphys, Going Out in Style, and get fucking shwasted tonight, you motherfuckers. If I talk to any of you guys tonight and you guys are sober as a bird, I am personally going to go to wherever you're at and pour something alcoholic down your throat, because I'm just that big of a fuck. I'll talk to you later, guys. Wait a second. Luck of the Irish, fuck of the Irish. Peace.